Okay guys, let's design a flyer for a food vendor in the next 2 to 5 minutes. Alright, let's do that. So I will start by changing the canvas of I will start by changing the ratio, the aspect ratio of the canvas. So I usually use 4 to 5. Alright, so that's Instagram ratio. So my height is going to be 1350 and my width is going to be 1080. So I'll hit OK on that. And then I'll change my background to completely dark red, something like that. Yeah, so I will import my first image. So this is my image. I will import it and then scale it. I'm going to scale it and bring it somewhere around here. Okay, I think this is too big now. I'll bring it here like this. All right, I'll lock it. So that's this. So let's come and write some things here. So I'm going to write tasty treats that your body wants. I'll hit OK. So I'm going to change the font. I'll change the font to Gutenberg. Yeah, I'll use that. So I'll just fix it, make sure it aligns very well. Okay, I'm going to resize it to become a bit bigger. So while we are still working, we are going to refine everything. All right, so for now I'm going to okay, let me put everything in uppercase. So let me put everything in uppercase like this. Yeah, I'll put everything in uppercase like this. So let's leave this here. Let's come quickly and add a shape. I'm going to increase the radius to 5 and then resize it to about here. Resize it to about here. And then I'm also going to change the color. So the color I'm going to use is the same like the background, but we are going to differentiate it by adding a stroke to it so that we can know which is which. So I'll just come here and change the stroke color to white. So as you can see, this is what we have here. So I'll go ahead and lock them. So this food here, I'm going to resize it. So I started by changing my background, the canvas ratio, imported my first image, added a shape, and then did one or two things. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is too fast now. How did I end up making this thing too fast like this? Alright, let me leave it there for now. So the next thing we are going to do, add another shape, but this time around the shape is going to have another color, light yellow. I'll choose light yellow. Okay, let me toggle my grid. So light yellow, this is the button we are going to use as call to action. So I'll tap OK and that is set in place. That's already set in place. Let's write another word here, order now, everything in uppercase. Drag it here, change the font. So the font is going to be like the first one, Gothenburg. Change it, resize it so that I can fit perfectly into the shape. Then the color of the text is going to be like the background itself. So change it to there, something like that. Yeah, just resize it so that it stays in the middle. Alright, after doing that, you lock it. So let's quickly come and push this somewhat here. Let's push it here like this. So the next thing we are going to do is to add another text, not like your regular treats. All right. So I'm going to change this also. The font I'm going to use this time is going to be Giroy regular. That's the font I'm going to use. I'll just resize it small and keep it around here. Keep it around here. Let it be there. We'll come back to adjust it. So we'll go ahead again and add another text. The text we are going to add this time is going to be the menu list, the things that are going to be on the menu. So I'm just going to write that very quickly. So with that, we add our text. So come again and change the font. So I'll change the font this time to Gilroy Bold. Yeah, I'll use that. Resize it to fit inside here. Just resize it to fit in. Yeah, so let's keep it here. So here is okay, right? Yes, okay. So lock it, take it backwards, and do a little bit of adjustment. So yeah, so that's okay. Then we'll come to this first text here, the tasty treats. I'm just going to duplicate, and then change it to something else. I'll call it menu. So I'll write menu here, make it uppercase. So just come down and drag it, drag here, and then bring it to this place. That's going to be our menu. So I'm going to resize it. Sorry, I'm going to change the line spacing so that the text are not too far from each other. So I think there is good about. Then I'm going to position it in the center, position it somewhere there. Okay, so our design is beginning to take shape already. So that is that. The next thing we are going to do is to add a phone number. I'm just going to put my phone number here, 49190554. Okay, change it to Giroy Bold. Yeah, just resize it and let it align perfectly with this call to action. So I'm going to resize it. I don't want it to be bigger than the call to action button. So yeah, there is good. I'm just going to shift it a little bit. So that is that, and we lock it. Then you can just come up here, and so I'm going to add one more image. So let me quickly do that. So I'm going to drag this and then drag it to this corner. Just leave it here like this. Lock it. Just come down to opacity and reduce the opacity a little bit to about 90. Yeah, just leave it there. It will look as if it's part of the first plate. So after that, you add your text. You can just come here, write the name of your food brand or whatever name it is. So here I'm just going to write food lab vendor, whatever. Let me just put that there. I'm also going to change the font. I'll change it to Giroy regular. I'll just place it somewhere here, resize it to be a little bit, keep it around here, just push it ahead. Now, because we don't have logo, I'm going to show you something. Although this is just a fake logo. So what I'm going to do is I will come to this chicken here, this chicken labs. Let me increase the opacity to 100. So I'll come to color and enable color, and then go to white. I'll change it to white. I'll just resize it. Go down to eraser and then increase your brush little, increase your smoothness. I'm just going to erase these parts here. Just going to erase them, erase them, erase them, erase them, erase it. So I'm just going to use it like a logo. So I'll put it here. So if you're doing your own design and you have your own logo, perfect, you can do that. So let me just turn it like this. Here we are. So you do that, lock, and then shift the name forward, and your design is already ready. Although we did it in a rush, that's actually good. So but if you want to add a little bit of aesthetics to it, you just want to add little thing, let's do some drawing here. Let me reduce my pen size to about 2. So I'm just going to come, let me choose my color. I'll choose yellow. Let me just draw something here. Let me erase. Just draw that, then drag it, resize it here, send it to back, then come down to opacity and drag your opacity to about, let's leave it at 30. Leave it there. Yeah, leave it there. Then this font, not like your regular treats, we are going to push it upwards. So push it somewhere like this. Then this shape, going to push it out a little bit too. So then the heading, the tasty treats heading, I'm just going to, let me do gradient. I'll use gradient on it. So I'll click on this gradient. As you have already have some gradient which I was using, so I'm just going to enable this, and then boom, your design is ready. Please, if you like to see video like this, please drop a comment in the comment section, or if there is something you would like me to design so that you can see how it's done, drop it in the comment section. Thank you guys.